Hey guys, welcome back to another Parsha video, Parsha series. This is the Parsha, Parshat Bo, talking about all the makot. Join me as we go into the zoo over here. See all the animals, you can even hear the music. Welcome to Africa. Okay boys, welcome back to another amazing Parsha video. This week's Parsha is Parshat Bo. This week's Parsha, we're going to learn about all the makot. Well, actually only three. Because if you take the letters of this week's Parsha, Bo, Bet, and Aleph, what's the gematria of Bet? Bet equals 2. Aleph equals 1. 2 plus 1 equals 3. So actually in this week's Parsha, we learn about 3 makot, 3 plagues that happened that we learn about in this week's Parsha. See you soon.
Welcome Kita Bet to Rabbi Alon's class. This week's Parshat is Parshat Bo.
The 8th Makkah, the 8th plague of the Makot was Makat Arbe. Could you imagine all the locusts literally swarming all over Mitzrayim, eating all the vegetables, the fruits, nothing left for the Mitzrayim, nothing left for the Egyptians. They hated it. They were already nagging at Paro. Paro, just let them go. Let the Jewish people go so we can actually eat food. We'll have a normal life again. Let them go. We don't need them. Paro, what do you think he said? No, no, no. I will not let them go. All over Mitzrayim, could you imagine? All the arbe, all the locusts were eating up all the greenery until eventually there was nothing left. You can only imagine in Mitzrayim how pitch black Makat Choshech was. But for the Jewish people, there was so much light. They could just walk around wherever they wanted. They could walk around, check out Mitzrayim, because there was always aura, there was always light for them. Special miracle that Hashem did. But we realize, we know boys, what did the Bnei Israel do during the time of Makat Choshech? They actually would go to the Mitzrayim's house. The Egyptians' houses, what would they look for? They look for the gold, the silver, ooh, the nice watch, the beautiful money and the gold and the silver that they had. Because Hashem told Moshe, tell Bnei Israel to go during this time, now that it's pitch black and the Egyptians can't even move, it was so dark, it was so black. And tell them to go and just spot out and look at the different areas where all the silver and the gold was. You know, the reason why Hashem told Moshe to tell Bnei Israel to go search out all the silver and the gold was because later on when they would actually leave Mitzrayim, they would leave Egypt, they would actually go to the Mitzrayim, the Egyptians, they would tell them, wasn't there a gold watch in that cabinet over there? Wasn't there a silver, a diamond? There was a nice, beautiful ruby and gem, precious stone over there in your house. You know, let me get it. And the Egyptians would be like, what do you mean? It's not there. And they would be like, over there on the top dresser. I saw it in your room. And they would have to give it over. And this way, the Bnei Israel, they left with a lot of money, a lot of silver. They were so rich when they left the land of Mitzrayim. Okay, guys, this week's Parsha, Parshat Bo. What do you think about this week's Parsha? Anything? What should we tell him? Dinosaur. He's not a dinosaur. What should we tell everybody? Guys, all we can say is this week's Parsha, is Parshat Bo, is different than the wild animals who we learned about in last week's Parsha. Check out that monkey over there. That gorilla, actually. How does the gorilla do? Gorilla, boop, 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 boop.
No, he's
Wow.
he ate so much.
Did you learn this week's Parsha yet? Hello? Did you want to come visit the second graders in my class? They want to come visit you, please?
Mama.
Can you come around my Alon's class for one day, please? Just, we'll let you be Chazan. I'll give you 5 dojo points. Fine, 10. Guys, 10 dojo points if he doesn't want to come.
Open.
Elio, what should we do? I want to bring him to the class.
Don't open the door.
Can we bring him to the classroom with us back?
No.
No, not to New York?
Inside.
No, but can we bring him just to teach the Parsha Shavua? Tell us what happened in Mitzrayim?
No.
He was there during Makat.
No, he's too big.
He was there during the plague of wild animals.
Don't open it.
Why not? We'll invite him. We'll bring him to our house.
No.
Ima will make good food.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Good
Good idea. I know, it's a very good idea.
Open.
You don't only go to Egypt to visit the Nile Crocodile. This is the Nile Crocodile. What do you have to think? What do you have to say about it?
Wow. Wow.
Welcome to the Nile Crocodile. As you might imagine, the last Makkah, the death of the firstborn, Makat Bechorot. Even Paro himself was the firstborn. However, Hashem did not take his life. You know, it's very interesting to wonder and to think that Moshe and Aaron, when they came to Paro, they said, Paro, you're not going to believe it. Just let us leave. You don't want the last Makkah. Whatever God's going to bring, the last one is not too good. You know what Paro said? He said, you guys, leave, go. However, don't take the animals. None of your animals. But Moshe and Aaron, they said, what do you mean? How are we supposed to do karbanot? How are we supposed to give sacrifices if we don't have our animals? So he's like, Paro said, then you can't leave. Now leave, my pals, get out of here. Paro, are you sure? Yes. We're never, ever going to come back to see you, said Moshe and Aaron to Paro. But don't we know, guys, that later Paro came in the middle of the night? Paro in pajamas in the middle of the night. Didn't he come with pajamas and went to Moshe and Aaron and said, just please stop? We did. We know he did that. So how did Moshe and Aaron say, I'm never going to see you again? We're not going to see you again. They weren't lying. Really, Moshe and Aaron, they never came to Paro again. However, Paro did come to them again. So as we'll see soon in this week's Parsha, what happens. Finally, in the last part of the Parsha, Paro in pajamas in the middle of the night. Paro in pajamas. So Paro in pajamas in the middle of the night. He went to Moshe and Aaron. He says, stop it already. You guys can leave. Just get out right now. I can't deal with this anymore. Get out of the land of Mitzrayim. Moshe and Aaron were happy. But they said, we're not leaving right now. No way, Jose. We're leaving tomorrow. We're not like robbers that leave at night, the middle of the night. We're going to leave during the day. That's what they decided to do. Okay, boys, we had an amazing adventure. Shabbat Shalom to all of you guys and your families. Bezrat Hashem should be able to use this Shabbat, learn a lot of Torah, pray a lot to Hashem. Bezrat Hashem will be zoche to having Mashiach come b'meher v'yameinu. Amen. Shabbat Shalom. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to share it with a friend, like it, and even subscribe to our channel so you can see many more great videos. We'll see you on the next one.